Hey seniors, Mr. Schaub coming at you here. Happy spring break. As weird as it is, this is a spring break week coming up for you. So I wanted to give just a special video for you guys just to update you on some specific things just to the senior class. And I truly want you to know that there's people across the state that are thinking dearly about you guys, and this just we're sad for you. This is a ripoff. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. It's a ripoff for you guys, and we're trying to hang on to your graduation as best we can, and prom, and all the things that make the senior year and the spring so awesome. So hang in there. You got people caring about you. We truly do, but we know this absolutely, well, I'll just say it, this just stinks. So a couple specific things for you guys. Senior presentations. I want to make sure we're clear and that you guys understand what's going on with senior presentations. First of all, the due date was, well, it's today actually, it was March 27th, was the day that we were going to do that, but obviously we didn't because of COVID-19. So the new due date is technically April 17th. Now, when I say April 17th, that is for you to, if you want to do a digital submission, just like I'm doing here, I'm doing a video. You can do a video that shows you talking or shows the slides that you're doing, or you could actually submit your slides electronically and then just have a voiceover and we can flip through the slides. So, but we need to have your voice and your slides that follow the rubric that we've given you, and that all needs to be sent to Mrs. Sturdivant here at the school by April 17th. Now, obviously, if you're doing that, there's 4 categories on the rubric that you do not need to worry about anymore. 4 of them. One of them is your delivery, because we're not going to worry about that. We just want to hear your voice. So we don't even need to see your face like you're seeing mine, but delivery is off the table. Multimedia, don't need to worry about that. You're going to submit it digitally with your slides, so don't worry about that category. Professional attire, don't worry about that category. We're not going to worry about how you're dressed. In fact, we might even not see it. You might even be in your pajamas doing it for all we know. Doesn't matter. Again, we need your voice and the slides. And then the other category is arrival time. So don't worry about those 4 categories when you're doing a digital submission. And those have to be into Ms. Sturdivant by April 17th. Now, if you don't want to do that, you don't want to do a digital submission, it's too hard for you, you don't have the capability, no problem, no worries. We have 3 dates that we're going to have for you that you'll be able to do in person. But those 4 categories I just talked about will be back in play: delivery, multimedia, professional attire, and arrival time. So the 3 dates right now are all Mondays: May 4th, May 11th, and May 18th. So those 3 Mondays, we will capture everybody who didn't submit theirs electronically. So again, senior presentations are still on the table as far as being required. And the only way that that would most likely change is if for some reason we don't come back to school at all this spring. We're still planning on an April 27th return, but as of right now, because of that, these senior presentations we're moving forward with. So hopefully you're clear on that. If not, send me an email at shoupj@woodlandschools.org or to Ms. Sturdivant. Again, I don't want to say her email wrong on here, but you can find it online. Mail it to Ms. Sturdivant. I know she's been pinging you and a lot of you asking questions. So that's senior presentation. Next, I want to talk about kind of what's happening at the state level with seniors. And there's going to be a talk about possibly changing the requirements for you guys second semester as far as graduation requirements. None of that's official yet, and it would be still made on a local level. But part of the wording there is that seniors needed to be on track to graduate. So part of being on track, we need you seniors to be engaged in your learning still and making up any past work. If you listen to my underclassmen video, I talked about that any work that was previously assigned before the schools closed down, that's all fair game for you to be working on, even if the due date was during the closure. So let's say it was due today, Friday, March 27th, even though you might be watching this on Monday or whenever you're watching. I'm recording it on Friday, March 27th. So if it was assigned before we closed down school, that's all stuff you could and should be working on that you could submit to the teacher to be graded. If the due date has already come and gone, so let's say it was assigned back in the beginning of February and you didn't do it and you just thought it was a 0, go back and do it. Your teachers are being flexible here, trying to demonstrate that you're learning so that when you come back to school, you can demonstrate that you're on track to graduate because you're passing all your classes. Any of the other work that you know that we're pushing out or we're calling learning opportunities, we're not grading those yet. That may change for you seniors compared to the other students, especially in required classes like world history, government, senior English, maybe a math or science class that you're taking. You may get a different message from me here in another week or two that says, you know what, you guys, you're going to have to demonstrate you understand these subject areas. And so you're going to have to do this and that. And we don't know what this and that are yet, but we'll get it out to you. But as of right now, you should be working on all your past work. That's all fair game for you to be working on. The only other thing I wanted to let you know is that, well, two things. One, we're going to work to make sure that we know who has internet ability and who does not. So if you hear from a teacher, you get an email from one of your senior advisors or another staff member, please respond to that because we're trying to get a good list of who in our senior class doesn't have the ability to watch these videos at home or to get Google Classroom at home or to get information in a timely manner. We're going to work with you to figure that out. So if you see an email or you get a phone call, please respond to that. Teachers are working hard. They really are trying to connect with you guys and provide cool opportunities. But we're not hearing back from a lot of you. So that's one of the ways that you can connect back with us. You're going to also see that our good buddy Isaac Hall is going to start putting out some announcements to you guys pretty soon here. So that's one. And the other thing I'm sure you've seen is that the prom is scheduled for June 6th. We know that's still the day after your graduation, but well, that's what it is right now. It's scheduled for June 6th. So I hope you're doing okay. And maybe they'll play this awesome country song that I like. Hang in there, guys. Enjoy your spring break. You can take the week off of learning, but you know what? You might as well get caught up on some of those back assignments if you can. Hey, I miss you guys. I really do. And I wish you all the best. And I hope you're hanging in there and staying positive. This is unprecedented what you're going through. And you're going to talk about this at your 10-year reunion, your 20-year reunion. You're going to talk about this to your grandkids that, you know, you went through COVID-19 your senior year, and it just was not what you had in mind. Know that we're here working with you. We're here to help and support. So keep up the good work, guys, and have a great spring break, and we'll see you in a week. Mr. Schaub out. It's going to be all right.